In a big, sunny meadow, filled with tall green grass and colorful flowers, lived a tiny ant named Andy. Andy was part of a huge, busy family of ants. Every single day, from sunrise to sunset, the ants worked together. They carried tiny seeds, juicy leaves, and sweet crumbs back to their amazing home, a giant anthill that reached high into the sky. One bright morning, Andy woke up feeling extra energetic. He stretched his 6 little legs and scurried out of the anthill. Today, he chirped to himself, "I'm going to find the best treat ever for our colony." He waved goodbye to his friends who were already marching in a long, neat line, carrying bits of a mushroom they had found. But Andy wanted to do something special, all by himself. He imagined bringing back a giant, sparkling sugar crystal, and everyone cheering for him. So, Andy set off on his own adventure, leaving the familiar trails behind. He scrambled over smooth pebbles and ducked under giant dandelion leaves. The world looked so much bigger when you were all alone. After a while, he smelled something incredibly sweet. His antennae twitched with excitement. He followed the scent and, behind a big red clover, he found it. It wasn't a sugar crystal, but something even better, a huge, round, red strawberry, glistening in the sun. It was the biggest, most perfect strawberry Andy had ever seen. "Wow," Andy gasped. "This will feed the whole colony for days." He was so proud. He pushed the strawberry with all his might. It wobbled a little, but it didn't move. He tried pushing from the other side. Nothing. He tried pulling it with his strong jaws. The strawberry just sat there, stubbornly. Andy pushed and pulled. He huffed and he puffed, but the giant berry was just too heavy for one tiny ant. He sat down, feeling a little sad and tired. He had found the most amazing treasure, but he couldn't get it home. Just then, he heard a familiar sound, a rhythmic marching sound. He peeked through the grass and saw a line of his friends, led by his older sister, Annie. They were on their way back from collecting dewdrops. "Andy, what are you doing all the way out here?" Annie called out, surprised. "And what is that giant red thing?" Andy's face lit up. "Annie, I found a strawberry, but I can't move it. It's too big for me," he admitted, his voice a little quiet. Annie smiled kindly. "Of course it is, silly. It's huge, but it's not too big for us." She turned to the other ants. "Okay, team, new mission. We've got a strawberry to move." A cheerful buzz went through the group. They quickly surrounded the giant berry. "All right," Annie directed. "Let's all get a good grip. On the count of 3, we all push together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. With a mighty heave, all the ants pushed at once. Andy joined in, pushing with all his strength. And this time, something amazing happened. The strawberry started to roll, slowly at first, then a little faster. It was working. Andy couldn't believe it. The job that was impossible for him alone was easy when they all worked together. They cheered and laughed as they rolled the big red strawberry across the meadow. It was a funny sight, a team of tiny ants rolling a berry many times their size. Some ants pushed from the back, others guided it from the sides to make sure it didn't roll away. Andy was at the front, helping to steer. He felt so happy, not just because he had found the strawberry, but because he was part of this amazing team. When they finally arrived at the anthill, everyone came out to see the incredible sight. The queen and herself came to greet them. "Andy, what a wonderful treasure you have found," she said with a warm smile. "And to all of you, what amazing teamwork you have shown. You have reminded us all of our greatest strength, each other." That night, the entire colony feasted on the sweet, juicy strawberry. It was the most delicious treat they had ever tasted. As Andy nibbled on his piece, he looked around at all his friends and family, laughing and sharing the meal. He realized that bringing the strawberry back wasn't just his victory, it was everyone's victory. From that day on, Andy loved being part of the team more than ever. He still went on little adventures, but he knew that the biggest and best adventures were the ones you shared with friends. Whether it was carrying a tiny seed or a giant strawberry, everything was better when they did it together. And deep in the sunny meadow, the little ant colony worked happily, a perfect example of the incredible power of teamwork.